Hey you guys, welcome back to my page. I'm Laura with Chocolate Designs. Say hi when you jump on. Hit that heart button for me. Let me know that you're here and that you are with me and watching tonight. You guys, in just a second, I'm going to give you a keyword to type in. When you type in that keyword, you'll get a supply list from me with all the things that I'm using tonight to make this project, okay? And it's already ready. Facebook is fast today. All right, you guys, the keyword for tonight is friends. Friends. Like you guys are all my friends. I love it. Here we go. If you see the red live button up here right now, you are catching me live. You can ask questions and we will talk back and forth. If you don't see that red live button up there, that means you're catching the replay. It means you missed me. I'm probably in bed, probably sleeping. Or maybe you're watching the next day and I'm doing something else, but I'm still here for you. If you have a question, just send me a message at any time. All right, you guys, here we go. Let me say hello to all my friends before we start our craft tonight. Oh, Facebook, you were being so nice for a second. Oh my goodness. All right, who's on? Who's on? Everybody is hi, Lorraine. Hello, Elizabeth. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Mary. Hi, Florine and Connie and Joanne and Wendy. Hello, Holly and Brenda. Hey, Florine. I think I said that one already. Hi, Tracy and Lynn. Hi, Joni. Hi, Wendy. Thank you so much. Hello, Christine. Hello, Holly. Hello, Leanne and Mary. Hello, Lorraine. You guys and Lynn. Hey, Pam. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate that. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Kathy. Hi, how are you doing? How is everybody today? Happy Thursday. Thank you so much, Brenda. Hi, Linda. All right, you guys. So I just got recently a package in the mail. Finally. Because I'll tell you what, UPS and FedEx and the post office and all of that stuff is so slow. I don't know if it's the ice on the roads. I don't know if they are I don't know what's going on here, but they're getting things to people really, really, really slow. I still have 3 packages that I'm waiting on right now, which is ridiculous because they were sent out a long time ago. Anyway, I'm sure we're all dealing with it right now. This finally came in. Y'all, thank you so much, you guys. This is the Peanuts Friends bundle. It's called the Peanuts Friends Forever, and it comes in a bundle. That's the only way that you can get it is in a bundle, okay? Hey, Corey. So it's going to be this transfer here, and it's going to be these things right here. These are your friends. These are your little block of chubby friends. Now, you guys, there is a little bit of a learning curve to doing these. Thank you, Teresa. There's a little bit of a learning curve to doing these, so I wanted to make sure that I jumped on this project as quickly as I could for all of you who have ordered this or who have kind of been on the fence and you've gone, you know what, I just don't know if that's something that I want to tackle or not. I'm going to show you how to do it. That way you know. And you can get them before they sell out, because they probably will sell out. Blame the weather. Yeah, the weather for sure. The weather has been insanely crazy. You got yours 2 days ago. Okay, good. Then I'm glad. I'm glad you guys will get to see how it's done. And I'm going to do it my way. Because, you guys, you know, I think that my way is the best way. Don't we all? That's why you're here. No, you guys. We're going to do this my way because when I looked at the picture of these on the site, y'all, what I noticed is that they're very, very, very pale. They all look very sick and pale because none of their skin tone was colored in, and I just didn't like that. So we're going to get these guys colored in. We're going to make them look fantastic, and I'm going to show you how to do this flawlessly. Okay? All right. So I have a lot of paste jars over here, a whole ton of them. We're definitely going to be doing some mixology tonight because you guys know I love to mix my colors. And in the cart link, I have added everything that I could in the paste packets for you, the small little paste packets. So that if you want to know what colors I'm doing mine in, they are all there in little bitty packets. You can add them in jars if you'd like to, and if you need them, okay? The Laura way. Yes, the Laura way. I love it. All right, so here's the thing you need to know about this transfer. It looks funny. Hi, Shannon. It looks funny, right? Because you've got the peanuts gang right up here at the top, and then you've got all this extra little stuff down here at the bottom, and you're like, what is that? What is that? What's going on down there? You guys, those are their clothes. clothes. And so we're going to do this my way, but also their way. So right here in the middle, this is actually a 2-part transfer. So in the middle, you're going to see a cut line right there. That's where you can cut your transfer in half, or if you're like me and you like to keep your backer sheet intact, we're just going to grab our friendly scissors here, and we're just going to glide across that line there to separate those transfers. It's just silkscreen, you guys. So it's going to separate really, really easily, just like so. And you have the option to cut out all your little friends individually if you want to, or, Darlene, I don't know what's going on with the notifications. And I don't know how to fix it. Can't we? Oh, yay! You're a little bit intimidated, but you had to get them. Well, you won't be intimidated. This is going to be fun. All right. So you guys, right here on the edge, if you see this little circle right there, those are registration marks. So if you keep your transfer intact and you want to put this like on a shirt, those little marks are going to help you to line it up perfectly so that your clothes match the outline of it and it all fits together just right. And we'll probably do this again on a different surface, probably next week, just to show you guys how to use those registration marks and to do this that way as well. But we're going to start off just like this. All right, you guys. Man, I got a lot of crap on this thing already. So I'm going to start off today. You had to order a total of 3 sets. So we're going to start off today with this top one, okay? We're going to start off with the top one. Just trust my process, okay? And I'm going to do the best I can. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to line up all of them at the same time. We're going to have to do them one at a time. And I should probably fuzz this. You do not need to surface wax your blocks first. Just so you know, you actually do not want to surface wax your blocks first if you're going to do it my way. Hi, Dale. Thank you, Chris. Hi, Linda. All right. Let's put our beautiful peppermint patty on there first. And I'm just trying to make sure that the outline of her is fairly equal going all the way around, okay? Yay, Christina. I'm so glad. I'm doing better than yesterday, too, you guys. I am. Hope you guys are all doing better than yesterday today. I'm going to put a little bit of tape right here just because Charlie Brown's foot is a little bit in the way. Hi, Shirley. All right, so you guys, we're going to start off actually doing these in... Well, I was going to do white. You're really not going to see white very well. So, you guys, just because it's tutorial purposes and I want you guys to see it, I'm going to mix up white and just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and just mix my flesh tone. I'm going to mix my flesh tone. And we're going to do them in the flesh tone color just to start off with, you guys, just because it's going to make it easy that way. So for me to make a flesh tone color, because we don't really have one on the site that's a real flesh tone. And you guys, your flesh tone and my flesh tone might be different. It's okay. On your end, I'm freezing up. Oh, am I freezing up for anybody else? Sure hope not, because I really don't like when Facebook freezes up the videos. Or weather or internet or whatever else it might be. Alright, that one's empty. I thought I still had a little bit left in there, but I just squeezed the last little bit out. Fighting off a sinus thing. Good. Sinus things. They're... Me too, girl. But going through with your surgery, I hope that that goes well for you. All right, there's some white. Just for a second. Okay, we're going to keep going through it. You guys, if it gets really bad and it starts freezing up for everybody, let me know, and we will continue this later because I want you guys to get the full effect of what I'm doing with this project, okay? I just realized I have way too much white there. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, I need more peachy key and less white. Okay. All right, we're going to add some peachy keen to this. That's probably way too much. Right there. And some Dune. Okay, good. Not freezing for anybody else. Good. So it might be your weather in your area that's causing me to freeze on you. Because sometimes that happens. It could be me, though. Could be. It's so cold here. Poor John's working 2 hours away and has to make this commute every single day for this job. And you guys... Oh, I could have. I certainly could have. And then but I already put it in the garbage can. So I mix white, peachy keen, and Dune together to get my flesh tone. And I like to go heavier on the peachy keen and the Dune, like equal parts of those and a little bit of white to kind of start off with. And then I will add more or less of different colors, just kind of depending on where I want it. Now, already, I like this, but I feel like it's too pink. If you guys see it, it just looks too pink. So we're going to add just a smidge more Dune in there for that flesh tone color. Or you can add a little bit of brown if it's still too pink and you want it darker brown. It's up to you, guys. But those three are like the magic flesh tone key colors in my opinion. And I always mix way too much. All right, we're going to go with this. We're going to go with this. I think I like this color right here, right now. All right, here we go. My face is itchy. It's that dry skin. Are you guys all getting like the dry skin right now because of how cold it's been? Oh! With that dry itchiness. My nose itches, my skin itches, my back itches, everything itches because it's so dry. Don't like it at all. All right, so our objective here when we're doing this, when looking at your cute little Lucy here, is that we want to make sure that we get the outline of her face and her hands so that we can paint those in with our flesh tone. So I don't need to go over. Yep, you're right. I've got those right over here too. I'll put the extra in there. And split thumb. Yes. Your hands hurt. Yes, it's awful. So we don't need to go over the entire transfer. We just need to go around where her face is at. Where it stops her hair. Where her neck is at. And then where her hands are at. And you guys don't worry about whether or not this is perfect. It doesn't need to be, okay? We just want to see where we need to put our color. So just like that, it's not fully done. It's going to look funky. But that there is all the part that I'm doing. So you guys can see where the hand's at. You can see where her face is at. And you can see where we need to color it in. I don't use much of any of that stuff. Chapstick, I just broke out the chapstick. I was like, I am done with chap lips. This one's Lucy. This one is for sure Lucy with that pouty face. All right, let me pull that piece of tape off of there. We're going to move over to Charlie Brown here. And we're just going to get all of these to where we know where their skin is at. Oh, come on, line me up. Line me up. Right there. So for him, we're going to have to do his whole head. And his neck. And then the hand there. And the little bit of hand right there. Just so he doesn't have white, bright white skin. Okay? Trust the process, you guys. Snoopy does not have any flesh skin. Baby oil just to put on wet, warm cloth in it. Ooh. I'll have to try that. I've never tried that. All right, next is Lucy. No, Sally. Next is Sally. There we go. Like I said, if you guys are just going to do these little blocks, then you could cut your transfer into pieces. But I prefer to leave all my stuff intact. So again, just where her skin tone color is all that we really need to do right now. And if you do the other parts of it, then I don't want to say you're setting yourself up for failure, but if you do the other parts of it, then there's a potential when you don't line it up that you're going to see this flesh tone. Thank you so much, Zany. All right, there's that one. So just do what you need to do. And then last but not least, we've got Linus with his little blankie. Okay. His face, he's got some chunky hands. And his hands. Just the outline. You didn't miss much. We're just doing the outline for the flesh tone right now. Okay, so that's all that I've done so far is just the areas where we're going to color that in for the flesh. Now we're going to put this on a towel and we're going to spray this down. We're going to end up washing this transfer because we're going to use it again. Okay? No, the Chubbies are not available without the transfer. It is sold only as a set. Only as a set. Okay, that part's done. Now we're going to come back in with our paintbrush. Choose your paintbrush, whichever one is your favorite, you guys. I prefer to go with the angled ones. Or this one right here is actually one of my favorite ones too. It's a really, really round one. What was that? My nickname was Linus because when I was little, because I sucked my thumb and drug around my blankie. Aw. My kids just got rid of their blankies about 2 years ago. They used to love their blankies. All right, we're just going to take that same paste. I'm not going to water it down. And we're going to go right into those areas. And just paint in his hands. And their faces. And all the places that otherwise would have been white on the background. Oh, his blankie goes right there. Okay, that's what happened. And it's okay if you go outside of it a little bit, but you still want to stay pretty much within your lines of where their face is going to be located. And you don't really even have to wait for your paste to dry. All right, so Linus should look something like that when we're done. So you can see that his hands and all of that have that flesh tone color. We're going right over top of the mouth, the nose, all of that stuff. We're just coloring it in. Get the neck. And the ear if you can. I made a Valentine apron today. I can now do lives, and I want to thank you all so very. Yay, Carol! How exciting. Did you do your first live yet? You guys, this weekend is huge weekend for designers. So I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but this weekend is like our leadership weekend, which means that there's a bunch of designer trainings and stuff like that going on. The preview for the spring launch is tomorrow. Mystery bundles are available still, you guys, through the night tonight. I didn't, Christine, I did not get a chance to see it today. I've been working on flyers and month-end stuff and trying to get things ready ahead of time because we've got these next 2 days of heavy business trainings going on. And so I spent most of my day in Canva trying to get things ready. But I'll check it out. Carol's going to be at the training. There we go. That one right there is Lucy. So I'm just trying to get myself ready for that. And then next weekend is Allie's birthday party that I got to get everything ready for, which means my tree has got to come down. You guys, I can't still have my Christmas tree up for her birthday party. She wants us to have a party here at the house, and she wants to do a black light glow party. And well, the lights of the Christmas tree are just gonna mess that up. So this mama finally has to take the darn Christmas tree down and get that put away, but it's so cold outside. I don't want to put my totes out there where they belong, and I've been putting it off just because I don't want to go and put everything away because it's so cold. So cold. I wish I had a basement that I could store stuff in, but our basement's actually living space, the entire thing. There's no storage inside this house. No, I have not gotten it down. It is still up and standing just because I don't want to put it in totes and put it back out in the shed. And I don't really have a good place to stack all the totes. And some of the totes that the stuff needs to be in are in the shed and empty right now, which means I have to climb up there and get it. And it's been like a high of 4 degrees here lately. With 25-mile-an-hour winds. I just don't wanna. All right, there's our Charlie Brown. Flesh tone colored. And last but not least is our Lucy. Which means that other one must have been Sally. Cold is crazy right now. It's in the negatives tomorrow. Wind chill of -17. Yes, I saw that. And then I saw right here in my area, the wind chill went from being -17, which means chance of kids being off of school and this mom getting to sleep in, to -13, which means mom doesn't get to sleep in and kids have to go to school. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow morning. If the wind chill is less, what is it? If it's lower than -15, then they get the day off of school. But it's got to be that cold outside. And today they still had outside recess. You procrastinate too because you don't like the cold? Yeah, I don't want to go out there. The thing is, you guys, I have a 4-wheel drive truck, so I could throw the stuff in the back of my truck and just take it out there. But I don't even want to do that. Tomorrow's going to be the day. It has to be. All right, you guys. Now we have loose. Oh, that's right. Yes, free shipping does end tonight. Was that? Got so involved with your project you forgot to say hi. Hi, Carol. -6 was the raw temperature. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it has been bitter cold. Bitter cold. All right, you guys. My throat's drying out early. In Ohio, the majority of the schools are still closed. Daddy, what's the temperature there? You guys have different rules in Ohio than what we have here. Driving the kids home, like driving home after dropping the kids off today was dangerous. Let me just tell you that. It was dangerous. The roads were slick. It was like solid ice underneath slush. It was bad. All right, I got to make sure that these are completely dried all the way through. Otherwise, when we put our transfers down on top of our paste that's not completely dry, it could pull up. Okay, so really, really, really make sure that these are good and dry. -6. See, we'd have been off all week if -6 was the temperature that we could take a day for. These 3 I think are good. This one right here is still, like you can see that it's still wet on the underside, if that makes any sense. Yes, Pam, I meant to get that done today, but I didn't get to it. That is going to happen in the VIP group tomorrow. They should, but they won't. We don't live in like, that's, the virtual schooling thing is hard. It's hard because if the parent is working and the kid's in daycare, who's going to have them virtually school? If it's a babysitter, like, you know, I babysit these other 2 kids sometimes when the school's, but I'm working at the same time. I'm working from home. How am I supposed to help the kids with their virtual learning while I'm at home trying to work? It's really hard on parents to have to do that. So I would, like if you're going to have a day off, have a day off. They got to go later in the summer, and they got to go later in the summer. But don't make me a teacher and a mom who has to work to provide for her family. No. 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 All right, you guys. Our next step with these, now that we're done painting them in, now we're going to add some surface wax. Okay, to each of these. Oh, I'm going to need that guy. Allie would probably be all right, but Evan would be the one that fights it tooth and nail the whole day long. The whole day. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. All right, and then we're going to buff this back out. Now, again, make sure that first color that you put on there is nice and dry. Otherwise, it's going to smudge when you try to buff it. Hi, Janice. she good or she just thick in spots? She's good. All right. Here we go, you guys. Next step with these is actually to do the clothing. Okay, you want to do the clothing before you do the outline piece that we just used. So this is your number, well, your number one step if you're not going to do the face and flesh tone. This is what you're going to do before you do the other one, okay? So because I did the flesh tone, I have an idea of exactly where this should go because I've got the arms painted, okay? So for our Lucy, it's going to look just like that, where we can do the clothes on her. Your daughter Samantha had 3 kids in homeschool. They were way ahead of their peers. I don't doubt that for a second. I wish I had the ability to homeschool my kids and still work, but that just doesn't happen for me. Oh, you're right, I didn't fuzz. During COVID, when I had to homeschool, it was different because I was off of work. Minus 24 Celsius mixed in minus 31 wind chills. I want to say that that's, see, I don't, the Celsius Fahrenheit thing throws me off every single time. Because I want to say that's about even. I want to say. All right, you guys, we're going to go right there. You don't have the patience to teach your kids? I don't either. I don't either. All right, so Lucy her dress is blue. We're going to do her dress in blue, and then I'm going to do colonial blue, you guys. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Colonial blue. We're going to do colonial blue for her. And then we're going to do her shoes in bark. Okay, so this is going to look very funky to start off with. The whole thing comes together when we put that last layer on there. Okay, so I'm just going to take my colonial blue. Ooh. Oh, you guys. Yeah, we're just going to do our colonial blue. I can go right over top of the hand because that's now got the teal over it covering it. Just go around the foot. And go right over everything. Except that shoe. And you guys, I'm going to paste and pull just to be sure because my paste is drying out so fast on me. Already that spot dried out. Holy moly. I had a feeling that was going to happen. All right. Now we're going to do the brown. I need to go through all my pastes again. I'd stop using my heater in here, but I'm so cold all the time that I want my heater on. All right, brown for her shoes. And I'm just going to try not to get that blue. Mixed in with the brown. So paste and pull just means you're going to put your paste in there and then you're going to pull up your transfer before it has a chance to dry. And here we go, you guys. This is what we have. Okay. We've got the blue dress. We've got the flesh tone. This is Lucy so far. Okay. Just like that. We're going to let her set aside there for a second. What do we have for Charlie Brown? -11 Fahrenheit. Thank you for bumping that one. You might need this kit just for the challenge of it. It's not that hard. It really isn't. It just takes some time. Takes a little bit of time. And then getting it all lined up. All right, you guys. Charlie Brown is good to go. It's not hard. We'll have this done faster than what we had the project last night done. I promise you. We'll have it done faster. You guys just watch. It's going to go quick. Real quick. It's going to go quick. All right, Charlie Brown, we're going to use some yellow. So I'm going to go with Bumblebee. Now, this is not available in the little packets right now. It's only available in jars. But that's okay. Ooh, is that whole thing his shirt? Yeah, it is. Okay. So Bumblebee yellow for the shirt. We're again going to do his pants or his shoes in the brown. And this time I'm not going to paste and pull because this yellow is actually in really, really good shape right now. So I don't think that I need to. So we'll just get his shoes on here. Yes, but the black stripe is going to come with the next transfer. That's why we're doing this part right here first. All right, so now we've got Charlie Brown and we've got his clothes, the yellow part of his clothes and the brown in his shoes. Okay, who's next? Next is Snoopy, and Snoopy just has some shoes. That's all Snoopy has is just some shoes right here. So we're going to give him just some brown shoes to match everybody else's shoes. Or maybe this is the bottom of his feet and his feet are dirty. It's probably the bottom of his feet because I don't think that Snoopy's going to wear shoes. Oh, congratulations, Carol! All right, so the bottom of Snoopy's feet are right there. Who's up next? Our girl Sally is up next. And I'm just trying to line this up to where the parts that I did in the flesh tone go right underneath this part of the transfer where you've got that teal covering it up. All right, so for her, we're going to do a little bit of mixing because she's also wearing blue, and you can put her in whatever color you want to, but I want Linus's blanket to be this light ocean mist blue. So we're going to mix up just a little bit of ocean mist with a little bit of colonial blue, so that she's got a blue that's right in between the colors of Lucy and the color of Linus's blanket. Little darker than Linus's blanket, lighter than Lucy's dress. She's going to be right in the middle. That's actually a really, really pretty blue, and pretty true blue to her too, I think. All right. It's fascinating. I'm so glad you're fascinated. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to look amazing when we're done. Oh, you guys, this cough is still lingering. All right, so blue for her dress. And again with the brown shoes. Squeegee it on, squeegee it right back off. Anything that's left over, squeegee it off. Oh, I think I got a smidge of brown in her dress. Maybe not. There we go, you guys. There is Sally. There's Sally's. And then last but not least, we're going to do Linus. So he has a red shirt. A blue blankie. And brown shoes. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you so much. And you guys, thanks for the stars. Appreciate that. All right, we're done with the yellow. We're done with the colonial blue. Sometimes, y'all, struggle to get the jars put back together. I need one more mini squeegee. We're done with that color. All right. Oh, you're right. I didn't do Sally's hair, Kim. You're right. We're going to come back to that. Oh, I don't think that I can do that ahead of... I should have. Thanks for mentioning that, because we're... Yes, you're definitely right. And it's... Oh, I already spreed the transfer, though. Oh. All right, we're going to have to go back to that, then. It's okay. It's all right. You are correct. I wasn't thinking about her hair. I thought about it before the live, and then I completely forgot about it. Not a big deal. We're going to make it happen. All right, so blue for the blankie. That's Ocean Mist. You're not making a problem. You just fixed me from having a problem. That's what you did. You just stopped me from having a problem by bringing it to my attention while I can still do something about it. So thank you for that. All right, red for his shirt. I know, as soon as I do the black. Have to do all three hairs anyway in different colors. No. Nope, Sally's is the only hair that I got to do. That was a really good catch. And then some shoes. We can fix it real quick, you guys. Real quick. Unfortunately, I still have that flesh tone, so we'll use that. You made a very good point, and since you did, nobody else is going to make that same mistake, because now you pointed it out. All right, you guys, there's Linus so far, okay? We are now done with this piece of our transfer. We have all of their, they've all got clothes on now. They've all got clothes on now. All right, I'm going to take this down here and just spray it with some water. Do it after the black. I don't want to do it after the black. If I do it after the black, then if I accidentally paint on top of the black, I'm going to want to put it back down to get that really sharp outline again. And it'll look more watered down, I think. I think I want to do it first. I think I want to do it first. You say trust you? No, her hair's not on the other stencil. No, it's not. I wish it was, and I feel like it should have been. But then you wouldn't have the black outline for her hair, which you kind of need. No, you would have for this. Yeah, it should have been on the other one. Should have been on the one with the clothes. That would have made a lot more sense. They didn't think that one through, just like I didn't think it through. All right, we're just going to wash this up really fast then. Because we'll come through and we'll wash it again real quick. But use a marker. I want a marker. I want to use my paste. I'm going to do it my way, but I want to see how yours turns out if you end up if you would color it with a marker instead. I want to see a marker versus the chalk paste and see how they. So these are board erasers. Unfortunately, we're sold out of them on my site right now, but they are for cleaning your transfers. They're basically like a magic eraser, only without chemicals. And you can get some that look like this. They're just rectangular on Amazon for really, really cheap. Really cheap. I'm getting there. Lucy's hair is black, Teresa, so that's gonna go with the outline. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You will see. Her hair will definitely come into play. Because it's black. All right, let's do really quick. I know I was warned. I was warned. I was warned. I was warned. I was warned to color it in with a marker, not to do it with chalk paste. But you guys, I don't listen. Just water. Yep. Just tap water and then using my board eraser to clean it. Yep. Sally's the only one with blonde hair. Darn it, Sally. No big deal, you guys. I'll just lay this right back down. Right where it was. Probably, Nancy. Probably should have. Let's get all of her whole head done then with the flesh tone here. So that we know where her hair goes. Come on. Can't wait till your chubbies get there. Okay, all right, you guys. You can clean clear back up again. Yeah, they'll come back in stock. My guess is that they're going to be back in stock early February. Hopefully, so will the cadet paste that I've been waiting forever for. Hopefully. All right, you guys. We've got Sally's whole head done now so that we can color in her hair with that yellow. We're going to go for it. And I'm using my chalk paste right out of my jar. If your chalk paste is thick, then you're going to want to water it down a little bit. But this is pretty... My yellow is in pretty good condition, considering I haven't used it in a long time. I probably found it in there, saw that it was dry, and sprayed it down the last time. Get a bunch, because he likes to... Yeah, board erasers. I'm probably going to just order a whole case of them next time. Just to have here. Because I don't like them going out of stock as often as they do. But I bet you somebody else probably thought the same thing, and that's why they're back out of stock again. Alright, I'm trying to stay within the lines of all this messiness up here, but up here in the front's just pretty much a big old messy knot for her. And then we can put our transfer back down and we can finish the last little bit. The link for the ones from Amazon. As a matter of fact, I think I can reply to your message right now really quickly with the link to those because I do have them saved on my computer in a very, very convenient file that I like to title Frequently Requested Items. Oh, come on, let me paste. There you go. Sometimes that is just so convenient, you guys. Stuff that's really, really frequently requested. I keep it right there on my computer. Very easy to do that. But the longer that list grows, the harder it is to find it when I need it. Brenda, look right at her comment right above you. You should see the link to those now. All right, I'm trying to be ever so careful around her ears. A little bit more, you guys, and then we can dry this up and we can get those black ones put on there. And just bring these guys home. Okay. There's her yellow hair now. The word for tonight is friends. F-R-I-E-N-D-S. Are there board eraser hoarders out there? Yes, Pam, there are. There are. There are people who sell a lot of product bundles who include board erasers with them and will buy a lot. A whole lot. Yes. All right, here we go, you guys. We are ready now for the last little bit, the thing that's going to make all of these little chubbies come together. We just got to clean this transfer off one more time since I had to use her again. Stop falling. So once again, just that board eraser and some water, getting all that paste out of there, front and back. And I'm just doing a quick clean on these. If I were you guys, I would say go to your sink and give this a really, real good clean. Especially since I'm getting dog hair all over the back and everything else. Fuzz and dog hair and all the stuff. I knew it too. This right here, I just said it yesterday. That one had dog hair on it. And then I went and used it. That's where it's coming from. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. We just got to dry this one off. And here, this is gonna be what finishes off this project and just takes it from being, they kind of look like something maybe, to holy cow, that's really cool. And this part's gonna go so super fast. The hardest part really is just lining it up. Really. Golly gee. That dog and me are going to have some words. Because her hairs are everywhere. All right. I might be a hoarder. Your forever home will have a room, a bathroom where no dogs or cats are allowed. Do they follow you into the bathroom? All right, you guys, I do want to add a little bit more surface wax to each one of these before we do this. Give them one more quick dry just to be sure, especially for Sally. So you guys, I did get an email today from Chalk. It said your order has shipped. And I went on the thing and I'm checking and I'm like, what shipped? Because I thought everything that I ordered had already shipped. And I looked, and you want to know what it said? It said, cruise package. I don't know what they're sending me, but they're sending me something special. So I'll have to show you guys when it comes in, whatever it is that Chuck has sent me for my cruise package. Because I don't know what it is. Total surprise. I love surprises too. All right, you guys, here we go. Last little bit here, we're going to line up Lucy first. Did I just say I was going to surface wax these and then I didn't? I just did that, didn't I? Thank you, Kim. Okay. Buff, 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 buff. You guys, we're gonna start with Lucy. We're gonna start with Lucy. That's where we started. That's where we're gonna start this time. And we're gonna go left to right, just because it's gonna make things easier for me. And I'm gonna try to line this up so that the outline goes right around everything that we've painted. And you guys, I think we've done this absolutely perfectly. Honest to goodness, I think we've done this absolutely perfectly. I know, I gotta make sure I don't get Charlie's foot. Right there. The cruise we leave on March 1st. 31 days from today, you guys, is when we leave for our cruise. 31 days from today. I'm super, super excited. So many things to do to get ready for it. But man, I've never been on a cruise before, so it should be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, here we go, you guys. Black velvet is the only color we're going to use going for the rest of it. This is all to create the outline for all of these characters. So black velvet only. And this time we're going to do this whole transfer over top of everything that we did with our black velvet. And are you guys about ready to see how Lucy turns out? Is it hard to qualify for the cruise or trips? So, yeah, the first one that I hit was really hard. And I watched that thing like a hawk for the entire year. After the first one, the rest of them just kind of come a little easier. But yeah, you still have to work for it. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it. All right, you guys, here's Lucy. I'm giving you guys a look at it before I even take a look at it. Is she absolutely perfect? Oh my gosh, you guys. It doesn't get any better than that. We didn't paint in her neck, did we? Oh no! I missed her neck with the flesh tone. I'm going to try to paint that in, you guys. But look how stinking cute Lucy looks. Oh my gosh, you guys. She's perfect. She's perfect except that her neck is white. Because I missed that part, apparently. All right, next we're going to move on to Charlie Brown. Yeah, a tiny brush, a really tiny brush. Next, we're going to move on to Charlie Brown. And again, just lining it up as best as I can with where all of his stuff is at. Right there, you guys. I think I'm going to go for it. Yep, I'm going for it right there. No, I forgot. She's just wearing a white turtleneck. There we go. She's wearing a white turtleneck under her dress because it's cold outside. I love that. All right, you guys. I'm looking at this, though. And I'm realizing that on Charlie, I got to make the smallest little adjustment right there. That's better. Just a little bitty correction. All right, here we go, you guys. Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown is ready for his outline. Again, just the black velvet. This is where it just brings these entire blocks together is in the outline. And that's why they have you do the clothing first, because some of the outline goes over top of the clothes. So if you try to do the clothing second, then it just isn't going to turn out right. Oh, I didn't have it lined up just perfectly? You guys. There he is. There's our Charlie Brown. Is he coming in clear? I hope he is. It gets fuzzy sometimes. There's our Charlie Brown. I think he turned out super, super cute. Oh my goodness, Charlie Brown. Oh my goodness, Charlie Brown. Doesn't have the line in black. I think it might have just been how the camera was showing it, but you can see a teensy bit of the white, but man, getting that lined up absolutely, totally, 100% perfectly, like the line is there on Lucy's foot. Thank you. All right, here comes Snoopy. Right. I'm going with there. I'm going with him right there. For Snoopy. Now, he's a lot easier because he's just white dog, y'all. He's a lot easier. You just got to make sure you get all those little pieces in there. White dog with dirty paws. There's our Snoopy, y'all. I think they're looking fabulous. I'm going to bring them down here so you guys can see them a little bit better as I do the rest of them. There's our Snoopster. All right, next up we've got our lovely little Sally. Now that her hair is nice and dry from her hairdo. And I just got to get that lined up as best as I can. That's the hardest part, you guys, is just getting it lined back up. I think right there is my spot. Right there. Ah, so close I was. As soon as I tack it down to my table, it seems to want to move a little bit. Darn it. This is the perfectionist in me, you guys. I'm going to call that good right there. Yep, we're going to call it good. Whatever happens, happens, you guys. But this is, we're good. We're good. Here we go. Here comes Sally. I mean, they look pretty darn close to stamped in a factory, don't they? Even though they're not. The design of this transfer is amazing. Okay. Let's see. Don't want to miss any spots. I don't want to take so long that it starts to pull up that paste that's underneath. We're good. Whatever happens, happens. But, you guys, I am super, super happy with how Sally turned out. Look at her. The hair and everything. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. Last but not least is our buddy Linus. He's been snoozing over here waiting for us to get to him. Come on, buddy. Right there. This one might be the best one yet, you guys. Maybe. I think it's going to be. I think he's going to be the best one yet. This one's going to be the best one yet. I can tell already. Here we go, you guys. The final one for tonight. And I told you guys we'd be done in less time than what we were last night. Even doing all of this. Is our buddy Linus. We're going to go ahead and gift him his outline tonight. And watch the magic happen. Oh, Linus, my pal, my buddy. Let's see, you guys. If they don't sell the Chubbies separate, you end up with multiple of the transfer. Yes. I completely agree with what you're saying. Defeats the purpose of the transfer and being able to use it multiple times. But you can make shirts and other things with the transfer as well. It doesn't always have to be Chubbies to make these. You can do this on a shirt. That's why they have the registration marks on there. And we're going to do this on different surfaces a little bit later on this week. Oh, I missed a small spot, but you guys, we're still going to go with it. He's my favorite, you guys. He's my favorite. I think that these all turned out so well. So well. I'm so incredibly glad that I did the flesh tone first so that their faces are not white like the background. Because they should be flesh toned. They shouldn't look like Snoopy. The purpose was to keep people from overbuying all the Chubbies. Yeah, that's probably true too, Carol. Because they would. They'd buy 16 Chubbies in one transfer and then nobody would get a Chubby. There's so many things to it, you guys. So many things. Their reasoning behind doing everything. I'm going to try to grab that peachy key and that flesh tone real quick and fix up Lucy's face. Or Lucy's neck. Because it needs it. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can find a small, teeny, tiny brush here. Perfect. Okay, Tracy. Small, teensy, tiny brush here. Let me see if I can fill this in. At least for the most part. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that now. Okay, you guys. There's our peanuts, friends. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Brenda. Can't wait to get yours. Supposed to be here tomorrow. Yay! So you'll have something to do this weekend. You're going to get them done. I want to see what you guys' looks like, too, and how they turn out. And there. 82 today and tomorrow. I feel so guilty, Linda. You guys. I love them. I love them. I don't think that they could possibly have turned out better than what they did tonight. Than that. You guys, I'm super excited for these. Yay! All right, so you guys, tonight again is the last night for my mystery bundles. It's also the last night for free shipping on the site of orders of $100 or more. If you need help with anything, let me know. Send me a message tonight and I can get a hold of you tomorrow morning. And I can open them back up for you to make a purchase if you struggle with it tonight. But I do need to go to bed. Kids do have school in the morning. And what else was I going to say? That's right. I have training for the next 2 days with our leadership meeting. So I'll be back again on Sunday with another tutorial. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys back here on Sunday. Have a great weekend. You guys try to stay warm. And love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. All right. Bye, everybody.